Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another one of these. Well, no, it's not one of these. It's just me checking back in. I'm out for a walk in my local park, which I'm doing quite a lot of lately. Found myself doing a accidental 7-mile walk the other day, which was interesting. Expected to do 5, ended up doing 7. My legs did not forgive me. So just thought I'd check in, because the last time I did any kind of video, I think I was in London, and it was December. I'd gone up, went up to see Noises Off, that was it, with Tamsin Arthwaite and James Fleet and a couple of other people. A lot of interest, a lot of fun, quite interesting. Anyway, as you know, I did say in my last video, I'm now living on my own. I'm living in a house just over the road there. I say over the road, it's a few blocks away. So I'm just finding my feet and what have you, settling down, chilling out, not doing a lot. Get myself focused again, trying to get some material I can react to. Fortunately, Dan, Creaky, Simon, Thurstic and everybody are getting well ahead of me on that regard. So basically, my YouTube algorithm is not showing me any footage, and if I do a search on my account, it's literally coming up with this isn't flat Earth, this proves that flat Earth is wrong, all this and the other. So I'm not finding a lot of stuff there. I can look for people directly, like our friend Leo, but he's just, again, going over the same old garbage, which he never fails to do. Have we been to the International Space Station? This footage I dug up completely out of context proves that the moon's landing was a fake. There's a little point about that. He did do a video the other day about a satellite that was launched from Apollo 17, and the footage looks a bit janky. I think it was actually sped up for whatever reason. But he said, oh, it's just a model. You can clearly see it's a model. Well, it's not a model. It was a satellite. It wasn't very big, as you can see. God, barely comes up to their waist. But it's still a bloody satellite. And as I've said in my previous videos, do you know how big a satellite is? Some of them are no bigger than microwave ovens. The Starlink satellites, I think, are about the same size as a fridge each. A refrigerator, sorry for my American chums. So yeah, same old, same old. But what I have done in my downtime is, apart from my Facebook algorithm being filled with the absolutely inane bollocks, AI generated images, and people are absolutely convinced like Lethal Weapon 4 is coming out, or Harry Potter and the Cursed Child is being turned into a film. It's never going to be turned into a film. If you see those things on your Facebook feed, just ignore them. It's just clickbait, it's basic clickbait. But what I did do, and God help me why, I downloaded TikTok onto my phone. Now if you haven't got it, you sign up, you say what preferences, what kind of video you want to see. I do not want to see 14-year-old girls in inappropriate clothing dancing to poorly synchronised dance routines. It's just not my bag. But what I am getting a lot of, and I don't really want to, but they're just, honestly, it's like watching a car crash, is audit videos. Ever heard of a guy called DJ Audits? Got a doggy coming past me. Hello, doggy. Yeah, a chap called DJ Audits, and he's this antisocial bellend who has taken it upon himself, and he's not alone, to go to places of business, places of work, police stations, prisons, and basically stand outside and record. So he'll find a line on the ground. Right, this is the edge of the boundary. I'm going to stand here and I'm going to record that building over there for absolutely no reason whatsoever.
So welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're here at McCormick in Peterborough. Another building which just has a tiny little sign up on the top right. I'm standing on a public footpath on a cycle route. Just going to make the video from the outside on this one because I think this is private land past this point. We have got a gatehouse down there to the right, and it does actually say visitors reception to the left. McCormick is a global leader in flavour, operating in 2 segments across 170 countries and territories. McCormick do food flavourings, I do believe.
And what happens is a security guard or someone who is doing their job will come out and say, What the are you doing?
Videos being taken.
Yeah.
Where is it you're taking videos of?
Down here, look.
Yeah. You shouldn't be taking videos of over there.
Why not?
Can I ask why?
I'm making a video about the building.
Who for?
What are you doing there?
I'll be putting my camera on record.
Why?
Because I'd like to know why you're taking videos of the back of the building.
Just making a video of it.
Why are you pointing your camera at my place of employment and recording without a legitimate purpose? And his response is always, well, I find the building interesting, and I'm just going to record it. What is interesting about a building? He goes to warehouses. I'm by a play park now. He goes to warehouses, boring, nondescript buildings, deliberately out of character, that, you know, the people inside and around are working, and he's recording it for no reason at all, apart from, and this is pretty much what's going on, he wants a reaction. He wants somebody to come out there, get in his face, probably hit him, which is what he wants, and get a reaction for his YouTube channel.
All right.
That's fine, but I'm asking you to stop recording the back of the factory.
I'm only here to make a video about
He's
the company.
got a drone that's recording the
But
restricted
who gave you the
access.
authorization to do the video about the company?
Don't need it, mate,
Why?
because I'm on a public footpath.
Yeah, but you are using the drone.
Yeah, it's in the airspace.
It's not
So
the airspace.
if you were
mate.
at an airfield and you were on a public land and you were flying that into the airspace,
It gets
would
shot
that
down.
be classed as your drone being in public space or not?
You're not allowed to fly near aircraft or near prisons.
So restricted airspace, yes? Would you be one of these people that likes to go around and tries to cause trouble?
She's wearing a GoPro, a movie.
No, that is
I'm also
a
a
security
security officer.
purpose.
You're interacting with a member of the public. It
doesn't
must be on
matter, he's
display.
on private property.
So what I'm saying to you, right, I'm going to leave you alone, okay, on that matter.
Yes,
if you just leave me
you are one of
alone,
these people that likes to come along and try to cause problems.
you've come out to me. I'm
So,
not coming on your
if you
land.
please-
You are on our land. mate.
Please,
You're
guys,
not taking
get back to work. Get back to work.
So one last thing, sir.
No,
Please-
one last thing. Get back to work.
Please restrain
Off you
from
go.
flying your drone over on our
Off.
property.
No, watch this. I'm going to take it up right now. Back to work, please.
We'll ask.
Now, if everybody let him get on with it, just record what you wanted to record, his YouTube channel would go down the toilet, because it would be a boring video after boring video of a warehouse or a factory or a prison. But, you know, now where I work, I actually work not far. I can pretty much see the back of my yard from where I am. If somebody came out and started pointing a video at where I work, now a couple of things would spring to mind. One, who is he looking at? What does he want? And two, is he scoping out the place for further malfeasance? You know, if somebody came into, I'm not going to go into numbers. The stuff we have in our yard is quite expensive in the numbers we have in the yard. And if somebody was to scope the place out or check the place out, they could see quite clearly what we've got there. You know, the fences we've got around. We were a very secure yard, but I know some places, not our company, really covering me arse here, that could indeed be susceptible to someone scoping the place out, looking at the fences, looking at the gate, looking at the security, and then coming up later on under the cover of darkness and doing the place over. I've seen it happen. I've heard of it happen. And it is a very credible threat. Now, you've got this little cock, this person of legitimate interest, who's going out to random places he has no business being at, recording every detail he can, because he's finding the buildings interesting and he just wants to take a video of it. It's utter garbage, mate. You're an antagonistic, antisocial bellend who's only there for a Barney. You're like Tommy Robinson, going out to protect the cenotaph, and absolutely nobody whatsoever has got any right to protect the cenotaph apart from the British security forces, including the police. It's absolutely nothing to do with you, and taking it upon yourself to, I don't know, what's the word? Inflate yourself to being more important than you are. Reminds me of flat earthers in that regard. Just makes you look like an absolute twat. And one day you are going to get hurt. You're going to get really hurt, because you're going to go up to somebody who doesn't give a shit about the fact that you're recording, because unless you're streaming live, I hate to tell you this, your phone is fragile. whatever you're recording with is confiscatable. Hello, little friend. And anything you do can, in fact, what's the best way to put it? Be held against you. If you took it to court, you could say you are, if you try to take it to court, it could be said you were a credible threat. You didn't adequately explain yourself. Saying that you're flying a drone at 249 grams because it's just under the legal limit isn't a good enough reason to pose the massive security threat that you are, depending on where you are. I mean, there's a video of him being challenged outside of prison. You have no reason whatsoever to be outside of prison recording. If you've been outside of prison, they're boring 6 metre, 9 metre high walls, and the point is you're not supposed to be able to see anything in there. And if you fly a drone over there, you are definitely committing an offence. Don't give me this crap about public areas, I'm recording on public ground, because when you're recording private areas from where your feet are standing, you're still breaking privacy laws. And there's something called the Human Rights Act 1988, I think it's Article 8, Article 14, which entitles somebody to a reasonable expectation of privacy in the workplace. It's the same as being covered reasonable expectation of privacy at home. Now, there's a couple of videos where he's come up to a warehouse and he says he's going to fly the drone over the top and have a look around for no purpose other than he's a nosy twat, or noisy, whatever. The thing is, if you record anybody at work, you are breaking the law. That's the Human Rights Act of 1988. When I'm at work, if I'm in the office, I'm in the back office doing whatever. Oh, got somebody jogging with me with 2 dogs on leads, so bear with me. I'll just let him pass. And there he goes. So, see, what's happening here, I'm in a very, very public place. I'm in a public park. I'm not pointing anybody out, I'm not getting in anybody's face. But I am recording. I'm trying to avoid, if I was to get, concentrate on anybody's face, I'll edit this out later, because they're not part of my video. I have no purpose to record them. But if you are recording people at their place of work, even if they're in a warehouse or in the loading bay, they have a reasonable expectation of privacy, and you do not have the right to record them if they're at work. It's the same mentality. I'm right, I can do what I want, because what I've looked up, my interpretation of things that I've read, so that I can do this. Yeah, but in the words of Ian Malcolm,
it didn't require any discipline to attain it. You read what others had done, and you took the next step. You didn't earn the knowledge for yourselves, so you don't take any responsibility.
So just because you can, doesn't mean you should, because let's face it, apart from the select group of people in your comment section who are there just to watch the car crash, and the others who are just praying upon praying that you get a white royal leathering, which you probably won't publish anyway because people like you are cowards. Yeah, nobody's your fan. Nobody wants to see you succeed. And like I said before, if your video channel, like you say it is just there to show footage of nondescript warehouses with people going about their daily work, what a bloody boring channel to have.
1070.
What are you doing?
Why? Are you
Get off me! Get off me!
No, I'm not. Why are you
Get off
filming
me!
the police
Get
station?
off me!
Why?
Get off me!
Why
Get
are
off
you
me!
filming the police station?
Because I can.
I need to make sure that you have nothing sinister going on.
Right, am I being detained?
At the moment, you are.
Right, for what? For what? Under what section?
Section 1 of
Section
the
1?
Criminal Evidence Act.
Why?
Because I need to stop
What's your
searching.
reasonable grounds?
The reasonable grounds are I need to make sure that you don't
Why
have anything on you.
Why shaking?
Just listen to me.
Unless you say let go.
I'm not going to let go of you.
It's assault, this.
It's not an assault.
It is assault.
Come with me, please.
Why?
Because I'm telling you, just come with me.
Well, you just detained me, so I'll stay here.
Well, come with me, please.
Are you arresting me?
At the moment, no, but please come with me.
Why?
Just come with me.
Why?
Because I've got a colleague coming.
What, right, well, you can come here, can't you?
Well, let's see who you are.
What's your reasonable grounds?
I'll explain what the reasonable grounds are.
What are they?
That I'm taking pictures?
Yes.
Oh, that's a crime, isn't it?
Of the police station and vehicles, private vehicles and police vehicles.
That's not a crime. That's not a crime.
Hands down.
What the hell is it?
Movement, you understand?
Yeah.
Stop tensing up, pal. Stop tensing up.
So that's basically my little comment today. So just trying to get back into it. It's not flat Earth. It's not demonstrable realist. But it's just something else I find is irritating. If you're that fascinated with a certain thing, be Francis Bourgeois, the guy who stands on platforms and gets emotionally excited about the trains come past, even though they're boring, what we would call a boring diesel locomotive, he is just filled with raptures of joy at the sight of this thing coming past. And that's how you get excited and enthused about a subject, not standing outside a warehouse or a factory with a 249 gram flying it and invading other people's privacy while they're at work and hoping somebody's going to punch you in the face so you can put it on YouTube and then sue them later.
Gents, show me your hands now! Stay down! Stay there! Stay there! Turn around, turn around, turn around.
Wow.
As you told you, you will get taken.
Little update on what I'm up to at the moment. So basically, yeah, cracking on with work. Just getting on with things as you do. Medical updates. One, I had my medical for my what they call a septoplasty. I did a video about my nose job I'm having. It's not really a nose job. I have a massively deviated septum which needs fixing, which is going to happen at some point this year. But I had to have my medical the other day. Woman took blood, so it bruised my arm. And the reason I did that is because my blood pressure, for some reason, is amazingly high at the moment. I have had an issue with it. So took blood, took me ECG, all good, all within tolerances. I'm on medication. I have been for bloody years. Unfortunately, I just spent far too much money on beer this Christmas, as you do, and some comfort. If anybody wants to send some of that my way, gratefully received. That's coming up at some point this year. What I did do, just before Christmas, in between London and Christmas Day, I had that wisdom tooth extracted. Now, I've spoken about this before. I was in a colossal amount of pain, dosing up on paracetamol and ibuprofen as much as possible, 4 hours, 5 hours, whatever it is. And then, so I had the emergency referral with the NHS, and as luck would have it, the house I'm living in now, when I say it's on the doorstep of the dentist, I mean that most sincerely. It's out of my front door, walk across the road, and you're there. I am, as I've probably said before, and you've seen before, I'm genetically ginger. Now, there's something about ginger people. When we have anaesthetic, we have to have nearly twice the amount. Now, I told the anaesthesiologist this when I had the injections. And she went, oh, yeah, okay, we'll give you a little bit more. Okay. I needed a bit more than that. So they give me the injections and say, oh, can you feel that? Yes, I can. You're digging around in my skull. Oh, that should be enough anaesthetic. I went, no, just give me some more. So eventually, got it down. So my lip was numb, my gum was numb, the jaw was numb. So once she was all ready, I had the anaesthesiologist and the dentist, lovely, lovely ladies, grinding down in my jawbone like it's a pestle and mortar. I thought it was going to be an extraction. I had all this literature and all this gum saying, right, it's going to be, we may have to cut the gum, sorry if you're eating, we have to cut the gum, we may have to take out a bit of bone. I've had extractions before. I've had an extraction where the dentist literally put his knee on my chest or on my chest area to get the leverage to get the tooth out. This one, no, done. 30 seconds in, 30 seconds out. I was back playing by Hogwarts Legacy by 9:30. It was great. And then you had the 2 weeks of recuperation, saline, gargling with salt water, which is lovely. But all done, it's all healed up. I had a tiny little shard of tooth left, but that's settled down now. So, all good. So yeah, so just cracking on as I do. I'm out here recording because I did try to do recording at home. Unfortunately, I'm in one room with the fridge, so I have to time it. Plus the microphone I have at the moment isn't very good. So the little lavalier mic I had isn't working. I don't know if it got wet, but I'm going to have to get another one. So that'll be sometime in February. And from that point onwards, fingers crossed, I want to be able to start recording again in earnest once I find some decent footage. Which I think, if I go into YouTube outside my own account, it's death-defyingly simple. I should be able to find a crap load of stuff. If not, there's always TikTok, which is a never-ending cavalcade of insurmountable derp, which is great. Okay, thanks very much for watching. I will sign off. I'm just going to walk uptown, and I will probably pop to my mum's because I can. I'm back in the town. And I will see you next time I see you. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.